Yeah, I think we exist. I think we're
Yeah,
alive.
we exist.
Aw.
Blah, 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 blah.
Are
I
we?
don't know if I want to do that.
I don't
Yeah?
know.
True.
Let me just add some background music because I forgot about that. Ha ha.
Look at me. I am the professional streamer. I had background music that I got 5 minutes ago, but that's
Yeah,
still
5
before
minutes
stream.
ago.
Yeah,
French
instead
Revolution.
we spent our time talking about my curious.
By Curious George.
My Oshi.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, whenever Oz is like live, I'll start explaining and like doing
Oh, I'm
stuff.
already.
Oh.
The countdown was for both of us.
Oh, okay. You already did it? Okay. Then I'm just gonna
Wow.
I'm gonna read the background, and I'm gonna explain how this is gonna work, and then we're just gonna fucking go, okay?
All right, and I will be tweeting that we're even here while we do that.
Yes. Okay. So
Hey.
disclaimer to the audience: this is just based off of like Paris very loosely. It's not real, not based off of any real historical things. It's fiction.
Very real, very historical, very accurate.
Yeah, everything actually happened.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
canon.
It's the last day of 1928, and the Standing Committee of the Liberal Party, France's leading left-wing political party, is meeting to elect a new leader. No one would have foreseen this 2 weeks ago. The party was led by the popular and charismatic Maurice Bourbon, and was riding high in the polls, with a strong chance of forming the next government following next year's presidential election. The party was optimistic and positive as the year drew to a close. Then that was shattered quite suddenly. Bourbon was found in in the street under his 5th floor balcony, having apparently fallen to his death. He was known to enjoy a stiff drink or 4 in the evening, and there were no witnesses. So the police concluded that it was a tragic accident. But rumors are flying of a cover-up. There are many parties with an interest in seeing Bourbon dead, not least the growing number of ultranationalists and outright fascists who had much to lose from his ascendancy. There are rumors that Bourbon's death is just part of a broader conspiracy. That the party's senior ranks, I suddenly can't read. Okay. Perhaps even the Standing Committee itself have been infiltrated by a fascist mole bent on destroying the party from the inside. In this frenzied atmosphere, the Standing Committee meets to determine who will lead it into the next election. The 2 leading candidates are André Robespierre from the left of the party and Marie Desmoulins from the party center. Each member of the Standing Committee has a vote at the end of the evening, and candidates need a plurality of votes to be elected leader. And that's pretty much just the background of this game, and I'll just quickly explain how we're gonna do this. So there are gonna be 2 like rounds of talking, and before each round, people will get some information, and you guys get to talk for as long as you want, and then and then when you feel like you're good enough to go for round 1, we can move on to round 2, which I give more information to people. And once we're done with round 2, we have a resolution phase where everyone gets a vote for the leader, and they have an action they can do, which is murder, guard, or investigate somebody. They can also have a optional declaration, which is just like a statement they want to like tell the whole group. So like if they wanted to accuse someone of a crime, or if they just want to say they had a nice dinner last night, that's what you'd put for like their optional declaration. If someone is guarded twice, they cannot be killed, and if someone is investigated twice, they cannot commit a murder. Other than that, anyone named as a murder victim will be killed. Obviously, if you die, your vote is void and your declaration won't be said, and also you can't become leader. But aside from that, after everything happens, pretty much we decide like who is party leader, and in the case that a murder does happen, we get another mini round where everybody gets to say who they think the murderer is. And then we have another, I count up the votes for that, and all the voting is done and whatever. And then whoever gets the most votes for murder is formally accused. And I pretty much just tell you if they're guilty or not. And if they are, we just send them to the guillotine. But also, I think it'd be really funny if we just wrongfully accused someone and killed them anyways.
Yeah.
So wait, if we
Yay!
accuse somebody, they get killed, or is it just they're out, or
Wait, say that again?
so when if we like formally accuse someone, is that like the end of the game, or are they out, or do they just straight up die? Or
Yeah, that's at the end of the game, I think.
okay, gotcha.
Oh.
So you guys get to talk it all out, and then you guys get to decide who you're gonna vote for and who you're gonna do something to.
So we're killing us.
No,
my
no.
God.
You'd be killing Marie, actually.
No, okay. We're killing Marie.
There you go. Anyways, no. Tom, we're supposed to be friends. Friends, Tom.
Are
Yeah,
we?
but we've been co-workers longer, so
Damn.
Ooh.
But
Which, yeah, I
that's-
suppose we should introduce ourselves, right?
Oh my god, that's
Yeah.
a good idea.
Who's going first?
Well, we should go in cast order, right?
Oh,
In
true.
cast list order?
Okay.
Sure. I don't remember.
it's in the cast list.
Yeah, let me see. Okay. Andre.
Player 1.
Hello, everybody. My name is Andre Robespierre. I am I can't do a French accent, so I'm sorry. I am a firebrand politician on the left of the Liberal Party, and some may say that I'm joint favourite to be elected for the next leader of the party, following the ever so tragic death of Maurice. I'm what some people may call a champagne socialist. I have a glamorous social circle in Paris, thanks to my dear, wonderful wife. I'm also very strong on inserting myself into labor disputes, industrial action, and every left-wing cause going. I'm very hands-on, you know?
Shout out to my husband.
Yeah. Thank you, my love.
All right, Marie, you want to go?
Very well. Behold. No.
Oh my god.
I am
Oh my
Marie
fucking
Dumoulin. I am the actual favorite to lead the Liberal Party of France. For you see,
Mhm.
vote for Marie is a vote for
A
the
vote?
future of vote is a vote for the future of France. I am a bit of a rival to Andre here, but rival was putting it very strongly, as we all know who's going to lead us to a brighter and a greater future. And I, myself, am currently going through, I suppose you could call it a grieving period, for you see, Maurice Bourbon, my daddy, so to speak. Daddy
my
was
God.
very dear to me. And it pains me so that he fell. And you know what? It was one of yous, wasn't it? One of you took daddy from me. And now I'll get to the bottom of this as the world's 9th greatest detective of 1928.
Terrible. All right, Thomas, your turn.
Hello, my name is Thomas Danton, and I am one of the oldest party members here. I had a bit of a scandal, so I have decided to gracefully step away from from this year's selection. But I have decided which member I will give my full support to, because I believe that they can lead us to a better future.
All right, Emily.
Hi, I'm Emily. I'm Andre's wife.
That's my
Uh,
wife.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also like wealthy. I got money, so it's like, helping out my husband. Besides that, I'm just a liberal activist, and I love my husband. Shout out Andre.
Thank you, dear.
All right, and last but not least, Camille.
I'm Camille Bonaparte. I am a veteran party activist and anti-fascist campaigner. Very passionate about my causes, and I am not a fan of compromising with any of the beliefs that I have. I have yet to decide who I'm going to vote for this election. So, guys, better impress me.
Well, there's only one option, and it's my husband. Just saying.
Oh,
Alright.
obviously.
Okay. No, now let's actually talk this out. Let's think about this, okay? And if you think about it for a solid 5 seconds, it's very clear who you should be voting for.
My husband.
Yes, well, obviously.
Well,
And especially if I'm
obviously,
talking, hey, I'm very all for women speaking, but wait your turn first, please.
very well, very well. You
I
go ahead.
think all I'm
Wow.
saying is that me and Camille, you're very anti-fascist. You're right at the front lines, and I respect that. You're not going to get somebody who supports your beliefs more than me. I'm incredibly left-wing. Whereas Marie, she's more, central. She's not going to fight with the fire that I have in my heart for your cause. She may be
Now,
more likable to the public, but that's just because she's willing to compromise her views and beliefs for what other people think is right. And I don't think that's a good leader.
how do you expect to have any kind of change if you're not put in a position of power? You have to actually have the tools necessary, which you are. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, you were a mechanic and you wanted to fix one of them Fords they've been making over in America around this time period, right? Let's say you were there. Could you make one of those cars in one of their assembly lines with nothing but your hands? No, you need the fucking tools to actually do it, don't you? How are you going to get those tools? From the people. We need the support of the populace if we want to actually push our own agenda. So, somebody like Camille, yes, while we might not agree on all issues, there are issues that we do agree on. And if you want to see any kind of change, you want to see any kind of progress in our dear nation of France, then you would vote for me, Marie.
If I could interject for a second, I feel like we don't need the tools from the people though, because I could just pay them.
That's what I was going to say. The support that I need the most is the funding. If you don't have funding, then we're not going to get anything done in this nation.
Emily, this just shows how naive you are, how much of a blind spot you have to the reality around you. Money does not always just win elections like this. You actually need the support of people, at least this time. If we gain power, we can change the laws however we want, but we have to at least get in power, don't we? It's easy to remain in power once you are in power, but as long as we are not in power, that is going to be an issue.
I mean, I feel like money could sway a lot of people, and with money, there's opportunities to arise, you know.
And
So
you're
feel
going
like
to pay
funding is
that many people.
Well, I didn't say I would pay them, but I'm saying, I feel like money can open the gateway to a lot of opportunities, and I can help fund those opportunities, which the people need.
Because everybody historically loves lobbying and corrupt politicians who use money to get everything they want. No, you need an actual charismatic and popular face of the party. You need that figurehead, the gargoyle perched upon a ledge, and that is me.
Okay, but before we go any further, you mentioned earlier, Marie, something about the passing of our dear old leader, and how you think one of us did it.
There's been rumors of a cover-up, I've heard.
And you
This is
believe those rumors?
It's rather, I want to get to the bottom of things. I want to know the entire story. And I don't believe that my daddy would be so clumsy as to fall multiple stories. It seems rather out of character. And sure, he might have enjoyed quite a few drinks, and his last day might have even been Bourbon. But somebody who, I'm a bit of a notorious drinker myself, just not a champagne socialist like you, Andre, too. Patooey. Look, I know it would have to take quite a bit of alcohol to get you to fall off of a building like that. And I simply don't believe that my daddy would have gotten into such a precarious position.
I just think it's funny how you're so dead set on this, but you don't seem to care about the possible mole we might have within our ranks.
Well, the boy could be related, and I don't stand for fascist.
Very well.
I feel like, do we... I mean, your father had a couple of drinks, right? And, I mean, I'm sure the railing probably wasn't that sturdy.
Oh,
it could have been a simple accident.
I feel like it's possible.
No, you really are so foolish and naive, aren't you, Emily? To even come to such a conclusion. How could you?
I just said it's a possibility.
Yes, look at you jumping to conclusions this entire time.
Nothing. You know nothing.
You-
Let's not talk about how much you jump at, Andre.
Just because I am, your rival's wife doesn't mean I should be treated like this. I am simply offering possible insight.
Well, I think perhaps it would be better, maybe too many cooks are spoiling this broth. So perhaps it might be better to get a more hands-on approach to this investigation. I've got some questions for some of yous.
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you turn southern?
What about you, Camille? Do you have any views on the matter?
I think we should trust the police and focus more on the party issues. Yes, Maurice's death was tragic, and we are all mourning him. But none of us are trained investigators, so I'm not sure how focusing on speculation will help. If we had some sort of clue, that would be different.
Yes, but right now
more...
it's just petty rumor.
Yes.
I can agree with this.
None of you cared about him like I did. You're all stick.
No, I didn't. He's not my dad.
Well,
He's not my dad either.
Well, why are you calling him daddy?
Yeah, you're calling him daddy.
I cared about that man a lot.
Ew.
Oh.
Ew.
I don't think you need to make that public.
Okay,
Look,
Mary, calm
he was
down.
a father figure to me, okay? Okay? Look, I've got a little bit of daddy issues, okay?
Yeah, I can tell.
Mary, not in
he's
public.
dead.
Jesus.
What do you mean by not in public, Tom? Are you hiding something? Is there something that should be kept private?
Your daddy issues?
I would never have daddy issues in private.
I agree that the daddy issues should be kept out of this discussion.
Can I just have
no
one final question regarding the daddy issues?
Of course.
Oh, God.
So, if you ask for daddy to pass the salt, is it your father or is it Maurice who passes it?
Well, considering my father is dead, neither of them.
Gotcha. All right, thank you.
God.
Good shit.
We've definitely gone off the rails here.
Look, I just think it's important to iron these things out.
I think so too. I think these are important questions.
I think your daddy issues is between you and a therapist.
Mm-hmm. Of course, and I mean, we can't be having somebody who is unstable in charge.
I've been seeing a therapist about my daddy issues for the last half year, so everything's getting better.
I mean, if you need, I know you're my rival, but I value mental health. I can help fund your therapist.
I don't have I don't value what you have to say, so
Oh, okay, damn.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
so you know what? I can do this by myself. Actually, I don't need your help or your money.
My fault for just trying to be nice.
Oh, sure. You're just so nice, aren't you?
I don't know. I offered to pay your therapist.
Yes,
As
Marie,
I
that-
said, I've got
please.
it handled, okay? And it's none of your business.
You just made it our
Emily.
business.
Emily!
You made it our business.
Marie, please leave my wife alone.
Fine, in the name of peace, I suppose I will leave your wife alone.
Thank you.
So
So moles, right?
yeah, I'm
Oh, right, a
assuming
mole.
are we leaving the conversation regarding the moles, because like are we agreeing that we should leave that to the police, or are we what are we thinking here?
I think
I
that
mean,
we know ourselves better than anyone, right?
I don't know. I feel
I
like you're
think-
kind of struggling with some internal conflict.
Let's move past that, though, for now.
I do
Mhm.
think
Of
the
course
not.
topic of moles is important.
Yes, if we're going to elect a new a party leader, we don't be electing a mole now, do we?
Exactly.
No, I agree.
Exactly.
I am incredibly anti-fascist. I could never be a fascist mole.
There's the person who is more centrist than any of us.
And
This is
if
also true.
anything, somebody who's radical like you, who wants to bring us off in a completely different direction, you are far more likely to go in that fascism direction. I'll have you know,
So,
Andre.
I'm so sorry that I actually believe in something in this world and I want to make an actual change rather than bending at the knee just so I can get public approval.
Oh yes, and everybody knows that the public loves fascists. Maybe the fact that I'm the most popular one is credence to the fact that I'm not the fucking fascist. You think about that?
Alright, I have a question for you, Marie.
That's me.
Given that your centrist ideas are a bit of a concern towards my vote, what do you stand for?
Now, in truth, I want the exact same changes that you all do. I want more rights for all people. I want to bring up the quality of living for all people. I want to give more rights to workers and to support unions, and to support protests and the people standing up for what they believe in. But the problem is that we need the support of all people, and there are a lot of people who believe in a more traditional France, who believe in a very strong hierarchy, who believe in certain societal values. And we can't just betray our past and who we are, but that shouldn't also stop us from moving forward.
And how do you plan to combine those two ideals, the past and moving forward?
Well, I don't fucking know politics. This wasn't part of my argument. Hold on.
I feel like wait. I feel like
I guess I know who I'm voting for.
No,
Wait, no,
hold
hold on.
That was a joke.
Hold on, Camille, come on now, Camille.
Yeah, Tommy boy, Tommy my guy, as one of my my very, very close friends here, somebody who's very supportive of me and what I stand for. What do you stand for? What are your beliefs, Tom?
Thomas?
believe- I do believe in everything that Marie does. I think she has been doing good work, and I am fully prepared to support her and her vision of the future of this party.
Can I ask
Yeah.
what led you to giving being in favor of Marie, considering I was sure you would have been more of a fan of Andre.
You know, people change. The opinions, everything changes all the time. One day you think one thing, the other day you open your eyes and see the vision. And
Sorry,
Marie
I
has
don't want to
explained
sound.
me.
I don't want to sound like I'm being accusatory or anything. Is it alright if I just throw my own theory into the hat, into the circle, into the ring?
Go ahead.
Well, Thomas, I know that the a certain scandal diminished your chances at a leadership position, and for that I am dreadfully sorry. I don't think that should have happened. I think that obviously the public takes scandals very seriously, and I think they took that a bit too far. And I don't believe in the way that you were treated was right at all. But I can't help but feel that you hold some slight resentment against me now that I am one of the most popular candidates for the party now.
Of course not. I would never. I, as an old man, have decided that it's time to give the stage for the young ones in this situation.
And you truly do believe that?
And I truly do believe that.
Well, I mean, I hope that you can open your eyes one day and see that this Marie is not everything she promises to be.
And why would you say that, Andre?
Because all I'm saying is that you, with your weak politics and your umbrella terms and cases, it makes it seem like you don't care about what happens. The way you speak about our glorious nation gives off the thing that you just want the public's approval. You do not care about these policies. You don't have the fire in your heart. You don't have the passion.
Of course I care about the policies, and of course I care about change. If I did not care about change, I wouldn't be here in the great liberal party of France. This is the party of change. Don't you understand that, Robespierre?
I think I understand more than anybody.
However, you cannot expect a full, complete shift immediately. You cannot rush that kind of change. Essentially,
well, of course it's not going to be immediate.
But there should be effort towards making that change.
That effort, you have to get the public on the side of that change first. Don't you understand that? You have to build up toward that. You can't just make a sudden shift such as that. There needs to be some sense of stability and continuity. People need to understand that the economy won't crash because of our policies. They need to understand that as thousands and thousands of immigrants come in, that they're not going to lose all of their jobs and all of their homes. They need to have some kind of consistency and be assured that they will still be able to live nice, peaceful lives.
Marie does make good points. Andre, how are you planning on implementing the policies you want?
Well, I plan to speak to the people with the passion I feel in my heart. I think a big issue that we've been having is that, the biggest issue I have with Marie is how laid back she feels with her policies. Yes, she gets fired up like she just did now. Yes, she has some true beliefs, ones that I do agree with. However, you can't have somebody that is willing to bend at the knee just for public appeal. I intend on showing my full true self to the public and laying out what I believe in. And I truly believe that for this great nation, people will see the way that I want to change this nation. And I truly, more than anything, believe that people will slowly come around to our ideas. Yes, change won't be immediate, but if we don't take these steps forward now, then when will we?
Okay, I love passion, and I love that about you. How passionate you are about this, Andre. Truly.
Wait, thank you.
However, passion does not run countries, and passion does not win votes. How do you intend on ever being able to make these changes if you aren't in a position to do it? You need to actually have control over the lawmakers and have the ability to change and enact these policies.
But if we never bring these
you need
policies
the
to
key to
light,
the
then the public
city.
will never know that they exist.
If I may, I feel like the thing with change is people are very hesitant to change.
Mm-hmm.
And without having that sort of forceful action, although it may be a big shock at first, I feel like it will get to the point where it's done so passively where nothing will actually happen. You need that initial big shock, and even though it may be a lot to handle for some people, it's a necessary evil, or else things
Exactly,
won't be
because
done.
You
time.
might
The
think that, Emily. You might think that, but if that's how the people felt, then I wouldn't be more popular than your husband.
But the
Just-
longer we leave it, the longer the public is going to remain unaware of what the possibilities are of this nation.
Look, just because you're more popular doesn't mean it's what's right for the country either. Because
But we're not going to get elected. But
But we're never
your
going to be
choice-
elected if we
okay.
have a mole in our ranks.
this is also
Here-
true.
Here are your choices. Here's what it comes down to. I am more than willing to work with Andre. I believe we need somebody with your vivacious passion and your ferocity, which is to be admired. I think that's something
Thank
that
you.
this party needs. However, we need to also be elected, which is why I am willing to compromise here. I am willing to be the face of the party and have Andre as my deputy. So that way we still have somebody higher up who has that passion and wants to see those changes be made, but will still be working with the public rather than against the public.
I wouldn't say that it's working like against.
But let's say that the prices of baguettes rises by 300 euros, then it's certainly going to feel like it's working against them because we made a mishap in our policies and we changed things too quickly.
But if it's too gradual, things will change at the same rate, and then we have to course correct, and it'll constantly be a state of catching up.
That is true.
But you're never going to be able, at the very least, if we want to have a chance of making any kind of change, then we have to. That's what I cannot understand. We will not be able to make any of these changes without the support of the people in the first place.
And
So
I
it's
believe
either-
that we can get the support of these people if we open their eyes that these policies and changes can exist.
We've already tried, and I have more of the support of the general populace. People obviously align themselves more with me, and if we want a chance of pursuing this future, then we need to come together. We cannot be divided. This is in fact the problem with first past the post voting as a system, because it means that two political leaders from the same party actually make that party weaker, even if more of the people are supportive of that side, and a second party, even if they have less votes, would actually be more popular.
This is sounding less like an issue you have with me and more of an issue you have with the
Yeah,
system.
I fucking hate first past the post voting. It's fucking stupid.
Now,
Well, okay. Obviously, I know we're all emotional right now with everything that's been going on. Does anybody have anything at all that they'd like to mention or say, whether it's about the passing of our dear leader or any possible information they may have about our mole situation?
it's not in regards to that, but I do have a question for Thomas, because I know Thomas said earlier that they firmly believe in everything that Marie is standing for, but like surely you have some aspirations of your own, no? Like I feel like everyone would have some aspirations of their own, and you sounded a little bit hesitant when saying that you fully believed in everything that Marie had and said.
No, I am a firm believer in Marie and her capabilities. And I believe in her view of the future.
But we have been colleagues for so long. What's changed?
People change over time. And I believe it is time to leave it to the young ones. But of course, I also am not against you helping Marie.
Well, that I do appreciate. I thought for a very long time you had just left me for the dust. So it's nice to hear that that's not the whole case.
Of course.
So, I think, Camille, do you have any more questions for us? Since I know you are rather a valuable addition to this conversation.
I'm gathering my thoughts with all the passionate words that you and Andre have said. Okay, I'm reading my stuff.
Fair.
Oh.
Yeah, like bit out of character moment. Like, I don't know how many people know that Kay is literally like a last minute fill-in. They are doing very good. They are doing very good.
Yeah, I joined less than 5 minutes before
Yeah.
stream
Yeah,
started.
last
Bravo,
minute
bravo.
is
By
not
last minute, like
an exaggeration.
we literally added everybody like 3 minutes before 2, and I'm
We're like, oh, we need another person.
like, help!
Thank you, Kame.
Thank you,
Thank
Kame. Okay, I'm
It's
going back to
fine.
you.
Golf clap.
Thank you,
Okay.
Camille. Hey.
Because I definitely have questions. I just don't know how to phrase them.
Well, you know what? I'm
Well, you
gonna go
don't have
ahead.
to bring anything up right now if you don't want to. You can leave it for a bit
Yeah,
later.
I think I'm gonna
true.
listen for now.
I'm gonna gather my thoughts real quick.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead. I feel like Andre, would you like to have a conversation with me real quick?
Of course.
All right, we'll go to private room 1.
Okay, I'll meet you there.
And there those lovebirds go.
There you go.
Sexy saxophone
job,
plays in the
Marie.
distance.
Ah, youngsters.
That Emily thinks that she can use money to get whatever she wants. She should know that there are things more valuable than money in this world.
There surely is things more valuable than money.
And what would that be to you, Tom? To know a bit more about yourself, what is your greatest value?
Well, of course. You know, I was born the son of a doctor, and seeing my parents' hard work has made me volunteer my whole life. So I really do support and love doing public service.
I see. And to know a bit more about you, Camille, what would
Yes.
you value above all else?
I value. Sorry, I'm reading. I I value loyalty and working hard for what you believe in, for standing up against fascism, and sorry. Yeah, let's go with that.
You know what?
Can't read anything else.
Loyalty and not fascism. Very good things. In fact,
Mhm.
I very much value both of those as well. But if I had to say something myself, I would
Yes.
have to say passion and wanting to strive for an ambition, actually. Passion and ambition. Striving for a better tomorrow. And always looking ahead.
Ambition for the country or for yourself?
For the country, of course. And
of
before you
course.
have any accusations at all as to what I might have done to my daddy, I'd
Whoa.
like to go ahead and clear those up in
Why
case,
are we-
for whatever reason,
I thought we were
anybody.
leaving some daddy issues out of this. I don't know. I don't
No,
want to
hold
know what you
on,
did behind
hold
closed
on.
doors.
Because I want you two to be my confidants, so to speak.
Well,
Alright.
Oh, these two are back. Never mind. We'll speak privately some other time.
Alright.
No, it's okay. Whatever you said there, you can say to us.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
the
no,
main
no,
room. It's
worry
the public
about
room.
it.
No, it's not for you Robespierres to know.
Well, I'll have you know, I take my family name very seriously. You shouldn't be holding
you
stuff
know-
against us.
You know what? You're sure, whatever. Your family name seems nice, I suppose.
Well, what were you talking about?
Nothing for you to know.
Well, you've
I
been
feel like
sharing with
if
everybody
it's in
else.
the public room,
Well, then maybe you lovebirds shouldn't have gone off on your own discussing whatever it is you're discussing.
Well, I'm sorry that I had private issues to discuss with my wife.
you know, it's besides the stuff happening with the political system. I there's some at-home issues. We got to sort out bills and stuff.
Well, I hope everything is well.
Thank you.
I mean, yeah, it'll be
appreciate
fine.
it.
It's just like we just had to make sure we were on top of things.
We should have time for ourselves, you know.
Mhm.
I don't mean to
of course,
offend
because
Zoe.
you're both, you just love each other so much, don't you?
Well,
Yes.
naturally. That we got married for a reason.
This is I've been his wife for 10 years.
Oh well, I'm just so happy for you two.
Yeah, I'm sorry that
Thank
you don't have someone like that.
Now I don't want. We shouldn't be making
I
fuss
don't
remarks
I don't
like
need
that.
somebody, okay? I don't need somebody.
Emily,
Yes.
can I drag you away for a moment?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
And actually,
Well.
I hate to do this to you, Tom, but Andre, could we speak real quick as well?
Oh, well, of course, yes, we can. We will leave Thomas to speak, maybe with
do not
any
worry.
spirits that may be around.
We'll be
here
right back. In
sleeping
fact,
on my
Tom,
bed.
I want you to speak with you soon as well.
Of course, you youngsters go do your thing.
Thank you.
Oh! Wait, your Fuki is like in the sky. You're so fucked. You're so fucked.
I'm cooked! I'm cooked! I'm cooked!
You are so fucked.
How do I get out of this?
They don't know what we're talking about, but
They have no idea.
how are you gonna get out of this?
I have no idea! Bro, when they started asking my motives, I was like, oh, what do I have? What do I have? Because my motives are money! I love money.
Money.
I can't just go there like I love money.
Yeah, you like. Haru sent me a message, and it's just like, oof, I'm cooked.
I have no idea how not to lose money. Oh, this is gonna be beautiful.
It's gonna be so good. So, what are your thoughts so far? Who do you think is suspicious?
That's a good fucking question. I just know one of them has daddy issues. I mean,
Not enough info yet?
that's a good fucking question. I mean, maybe. I can see Emily doing some things to make her broke husband's position better.
Mhm.
Like, I'm so cooked. I'm so fucking cooked.
Good luck. You can do this. I believe in you. Oh, they're back. Okay,
Oh.
I'm muting again.
Yay.
How was the main room while we were gone?
It seems we're
Uh,
missing a couple people.
Oh, I was having my schizophrenic hallucinations and talking to the wall. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
I mean, it's
As you
only
do.
natural. You know, I feel like everyone's got their hallucinations every now and again.
Of course.
I feel like you should probably get that checked out, but I don't want to force you to do anything. But
No,
if
thank you for understanding.
if you at any point need financial assistance with, seeking the help that you may want, I am always available.
Well, thank you for the offer.
Yeah, I mean, fucking healthcare's expensive, man. I don't know. It's 1928
sure is.
France. Does they pay for healthcare?
It truly is an awful situation.
Were they even?
I'll keep your offer in mind. Thank you.
Yeah, of course,
Truly.
of course.
Imagine knowing anything.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
this is-
imagine.
Yeah, I mean, it's 1928 France. I don't know what the hell happened in 1928 France.
I mean, do we want to know?
Not really.
That's what I'm saying.
I wonder what the two opponents. I feel like putting the two opponents in a locked room together is kind of a.
A bad idea.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna end in a something.
Oh, they're gonna fist fight. One
I
of
swear
them
to
is
God,
not
if my
gonna come
husband's
out.
cheating on me. You see, me
Well,
personally,
well,
I
well.
would never cheat on anyone.
Of course not.
Yeah, no,
Of course
I
not.
I'm very loyal.
You know, I personally believe that things happen sometimes, but people can grow from it. Mm-hmm.
Now, like, what is your whole take on this mole situation going on?
We should find them all. Yeah,
You think we should?
we should. Yeah,
Okay.
we've been kind of circling the daddy issues for a while now, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not our fault that Marie is a little open about their daddy issues.
Yeah, we've tried
Yes,
curbing
well-
that throughout this entire conversation.
yes,
To no
well,
avail.
she's still young and learning, but I trust. I trust. I trust.
But so
Believe.
I know earlier we were talking about like leaving it up to the police, but you think we should take this upon ourselves?
I mean, aren't you a little curious?
Oh, I'm very curious. It's just,
That's what I'm saying.
you know, I think there's so many issues at hand, and it's very difficult to wonder what we should prioritize.
Mhm.
Do you think the death was a murder, or do you think it was just an accident?
I think it was an unfortunate event, and we have no idea if it is intentional or not.
Okay. Taking a very like laid back kind of, not laid back, but more of a observation without speculation.
Exactly.
I understand. I understand.
I think
it's
without
important
any
to-
evidence
Yeah.
to look at,
No, I agree. I
speculating
agree.
would be more dangerous.
I agree, which is why I brought up the point that it could have just been a trip. It didn't have to be a murder. We don't know enough.
Mhm.
So I mean, we'll see how that develops, because I feel like there's definitely some more to learn about that situation.
Yes.
Perhaps
Now, Thomas,
as
do
we
you-
go, it'll more
go
will
ahead.
come out. That's all I was gonna say.
Now, Thomas,
Mm.
you sounded a little bit like on edge when I was asking you, what you personally believed in. Is there like any? Are you good, or?
Oh no, I am good. You know, Mary, she's a little young, but I
Mhm.
trust that she can mature into her role well.
Can I
Right.
ask what she's done to gain your trust? Like, again, your guys' politics, for the most part, are a bit
Pretty
different, aren't they?
Yeah.
They are, but her youthful passion has been able to guide me. And
I
I
see.
trust that she can handle the situations that she gets put in.
Now, I'll keep this. I won't tell my husband. Okay, you have my full confidence that I won't reveal anything. But is there like some sort of issue between your husband and you, or my husband and you? Sorry. Because I mean, you guys used to be very like, you guys used to get along quite well, and it seems like you've grown quite distant. And I know you said people change, but I'm curious if there's like anything that caused that change or anything in particular.
No, there's nothing that happened between us. I, in fact, do still believe in Andre, but I believe that Mary has
Whatever the hell her name is.
whatever the fuck she's called. You know,
Exactly.
I do believe that she has real potential, and she can guide us to a better future.
Okay, I understand.
Yes, having Andre by her side would be a bonus.
For sure,
Just
for
saying.
sure.
For
It's
sure,
just,
for sure. Two capable youths. You know.
Yeah, it's a tricky situation with how vastly different their policies are.
Truly. And they are
Welcome
back.
back.
Welcome back.
We were just
Bonjour.
discussing some just policy things that we had to hash out between us.
You weren't cheating on me, were you?
What?
Oh my God.
No. Of
Okay,
course
I
not.
just I
You
just
of
have
all
to.
people know that, you know, I last longer than that anyways.
Oh, of course.
Things I did
No,
not
it's
need to know for
purely
this
purely
election.
political business.
What an accusation! You would think that of me, Emily?
Yeah.
You are nothing but a tool, aren't you?
Don't speak to my wife that way.
Oh my
Marie!
god.
That was a bit
I-
uncalled for, Marie.
I
was-
don't know.
Maybe she shouldn't accuse me of being a homewrecker.
I simply know that things are tense right now, and the way that, you know, you decide to relieve some stress it is a possibility.
Well, I hope that you know that my love for you is true.
And I'm glad I can count on that. I just had to ask. That is all.
Was there any discussions that took place here that we may need to know about?
Nothing in particular. It was just kind of
No.
you know, wrapping back to like the fact that do we think it was a murder or do we think it was just an accident? And we kind of all agreed on the fact that I think it is too early to tell. There's not enough that we know of, and I think jumping to accusations will do nothing but hurt our goals.
Agreed.
Besides
we need
that,
to
we
be
just
a party
we also had
united.
trouble pronouncing Marie's name.
Marie-
Moulin.
Yeah, Demoulin.
It's just whatever the fuck, you know.
The Molins.
Yes.
I know we have our differences, but we should respect our party members.
It's Marie Desmond.
Demoulin.
Desmond?
It's close enough.
I do adore you, but I am not one to stand for disrespect within the party.
You know how good my reading skills are, honey.
I
Terrible.
do, and I will be patient. I will be patient.
Thank you. Perhaps
So-
I just need to practice it more.
How was your chat otherwise?
Me and Marie's chat.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
It went rather. It went. I'm terribly sorry. I can't
You can
speak.
speak. You got this.
It went rather well. We had a few policy, like what is the word? We had some things that we needed to clear up. There were a few miscommunications between us, and we wanted to clear up a few things regarding where we stand in the party with the party itself.
But you do agree to be my deputy if I'm elected.
If you are elected, it may cross my mind. However, I am not running in this election to become deputy. I am running in this election to become the leader.
Yeah, I would not want you to settle for something like the deputy when I know you have so much more potential.
Exactly. I have the leader's blood within me. I'm destined for so much greater.
It sounds like that you might put a little bit too much faith in the leadership position and not what it means to lead. A
Well, just
leader
because
isn't
I
just a
understand
title.
both. I understand both very well. Thank you very much.
I do have a question for both Andre and Marie, and I'm gonna have Andre go first, just so there's no
Of course.
talking over each other.
Yes.
Should you get elected, what are your first steps in office?
Well, my first steps in office are putting in place certain policies that I have been advocating for. While my beliefs are very similar to many of yours, I am of the belief that things should be exacted strongly with a strong leading hand rather than more passively. When in power, I would use my time immediately to start setting up the future of Paris. And I don't know if many of you know of my past, but I originally wasn't from Paris. I moved here to make the world a better place because I believe that this country was destined for so much more. And from the small little town that I was raised in, there wasn't much I could do. And I have seen the harm that being passive causes the country. So I want to take a more firm approach. And I want to make sure that my policies are known and that I actually make a change in this country rather than just flimsily promising it.
And Marie.
Are you aware of the ship of Theseus, a paradox?
No.
I ask you this.
No.
So the idea of the ship of Theseus is that you take a wooden ship and plank by plank, you completely replace each one individually until there is none of the old planks and only new planks remain. Do you have the same ship? Now, I say this not because I want to actually argue the paradox, but because I understand that we cannot rebuild France in a day. We cannot take all of these new planks and build a new ship. We have to slowly dismantle the old one first. So what I'm going to do as I get in office is look at the archaic and old policies that we have that are hindering our progress and slowly dismantle those systems that are keeping us anchored down to the past. So that way then we can replace them with new ones that will move us forward. We are not going to be able to create this house on a new foundation, but rather we have to rebuild the old one. We cannot topple the house. We must rebuild the foundation so that it doesn't collapse under the weight of change.
Alright, I'm gonna specify my question a little bit more because I don't think either of you actually answered what I wanted. What is your first policy goal? Like, what
The first policy?
what is most important for you to change or keep the same or double down on?
Oh, well, that's easy for me to answer. At least I hope this is what you're in the form that you're expecting. For me, I think the rampant uprising of the extremists from the other side have become too comfortable. So while I don't have a specific policy in mind that I am able to share with you right now, my first business would be enacting policies that make it so that these extremists don't have a place to stand. They don't feel comfortable in this country because they are not welcome in our glorious nation.
And admittedly, we actually rather agree on this, Andre. You see, if we are to believe that a fascist mole is responsible for the death of my daddy, then I believe that this needs to be taken care of with the utmost haste. They have become far too extreme to the point where
100%.
I have lost somebody who is incredibly dear to me because of their actions. And I can assure you, even Camille, that I would fight for this stronger than Andre ever would because I have lost more from this.
All right, thank you both.
Of course.
Now, is there any other topics of discussion that wish to be brought up?
I have only one question for Andre because I got quite curious. You said that you weren't born in Paris.
No, I was not. I was born in a smaller, almost countryside town with my family. However, I lost both of my parents. It was a tragic and terrible, terrible time for me. It was one that took years for me to fully understand and for me to fully deal with. However, their deaths did open up a new vision of life to me. It made me realize that I am destined to change the world in so much of a greater way. It's not just about our country, but it's also about continuing the legacy, as my parents were very, very passionate about the things I am fighting for today. So, well, yes, these beliefs of mine are my own, and I do believe in them more than anything. I also want to be able to continue the legacy that they left behind for me.
How inspiring. Though I am quite curious, what's the name of this small town that you used to live in? For I am quite the traveler myself, and I would like to see.
Well, of course. I do remember the name. Let me just sorry, let me just rack my brain a bit. Marcel? Marcel? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm terribly sorry. It's been a while since I visited.
Fair. It sounds like a lovely little town.
Thank you.
Well,
Have
have
you
you been
been?
there?
No, unfortunately, I have not seen this little town, but I would like to visit one day.
Oh, it's lovely. No, my father was a doctor there, and my mother, although I don't believe she worked, she was a truly lovely individual. And I only wish that they could see the heights that I'm climbing to now.
Oh, well, as you know, my parent also was a doctor, so we have some common ground here.
Oh, well, isn't that curious?
Truly.
See.
Well, is there anything else that anybody wanted to bring up?
Me personally, I'm okay. I think. I think I've asked everything I would like to.
I've said everything that needs to be said.
I'm good for
I
now.
believe I have too.
Would you guys like round 2 information?
I
Yes,
believe we're
please.
ready for it.
All right, then I'll just start doing this real quick.
So the weather, am I right?
Yeah.
This is a
Crazy,
nice break
right?
time.
Baguette prices, am I right?
Oh my god.
Nice break time if you need to use the
Yeah, of course.
bathroom or like get a drink. Do that now.
Oh yeah, I might get a drink. Give me a moment.
Here, I'll get a drink too, actually.
This might take a little bit.
And now it's just us.
So,
So what's up, guys?
what's up, gamers? Welcome back to my Minecraft Let's Play, part 105.
100! Today we're building a portal to the nether.
Part 105, and they're only just
to the nether.
No,
Look,
don't worry. We died in the caves a couple of times, okay? Okay, we
Look.
got lost in the caves. You wouldn't understand.
The farming arc went crazy.
This is
The
the
farming
opposite of
arc.
a speedrun. I love it.
Farming arc. Listen, farms everywhere. Whatever you need. Chicken farm, I got you. Lambs, I got you. Cows,
mean, how-
I got you.
How else are we gonna build like 50 parking lots?
That's what I'm saying.
Like you ever look at an area and you go, a parking lot would be perfect here.
Just the parking lot.
Yeah, no, we don't need
No
any buildings.
building.
Just the
We
parking.
don't need anything else. Just the parking lot.
That happens quite often, for me at least. No, especially for some
Of
of the
course.
cities here, it's like there's no parking. So you know what we need? More parking lots.
Exactly.
See that lake out there? Don't need it anymore. Get a parking lot there.
Parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
We should build a
Heresy.
Starbucks.
Okay, no, let's not go too far now. Starbucks
Yeah,
is
we
a
need to-
little... Nah. Mm-mm. I don't think we will.
But the Burger King?
Not a big Burger King person. Can we do Jollibee?
Yeah, sure, of course you would say that.
Never been to a Jollibee.
What do you mean, of course you would say that?
You know what I'm talking about.
I'm sorry that
Oh my
Jollibee is the
God.
greatest thing to ever grace this planet.
No, it's because Filipino.
Yeah, it's the greatest thing to ever grace this planet.
I've never
Look.
actually had Jollibee.
I've never either.
Change that. Change that.
Alright,
I don't know if I can. I don't think there's one anywhere near me.
Look it up.
Okay, I'll look it up real quick.
Wait, what?
It's so worth it. It's so worth it.
What thing? Huh?
Jollibee near me.
Jollibee.
Oh, I don't think we have a Jollibee here.
I love Jollibee.
Hopefully I gave this all to the right
Yeah,
people.
there's nothing within 500 miles.
No.
Oh wow! I would have to go to the UK or Spain.
Damn.
Road
guys are
trip,
missing
let's
out.
go!
Well, time to travel.
Look, all I'm saying is, hold on, peep general for a second. No other mascot busts it down like that.
Yeah, I
Oh
mean,
my
that's
god.
fair.
Oh my god! Don't be.
Yeah.
Right? I'm saying.
Alright.
Holy god!
Hopefully I sent all the letters to the right people. If I didn't, well, too bad.
I
You
I
saw
did, in fact-
nothing.
I did in fact get a get the letter.
I
I did in
also
fact
got
get
the
a letter
correct
because I
letter.
put the notification, but my Discord is currently broken, and I cannot see any
Ah.
of the messages. So I am going to close Discord. I'll be back in
Yeah,
like,
take your
maybe
time.
5 seconds.
Of course.
I think we're still waiting on Ocean anyways.
Yeah.
Of course.
You guys having fun with this?
Oh, okay, I can see everything.
Yeah!
Yay!
Oh, yeah, I'm having fun.
I'm actually, yeah, I never thought I'd say it. Like, I feel like a traitor as a British person, but I'm enjoying being French.
Okay, hold on. I would not go that far.
Okay.
Okay, that's a
personally.
bit
We
far.
Seriously.
fucking roll.
It's not
Let's
that
back
good.
it up a little.
Come on
Let's
now.
back it up a little. I think we're getting a little
Eh.
too caught up.
There's
We
a reason
got
I'm not
back
saying
up, you know,
anybody's
back up.
names unless I absolutely have to, and it's because I still hate French, the language.
Real as fuck.
No, I
Real.
did. I was made to do French at school, and I said this before, but I'll say it again. I did so bad that I got a number grade and I got a letter grade and a number graded system.
I'm
Oh.
so proud of you.
Oh,
Thank
I'm
you.
proud.
My teachers were not.
congratulations.
I could not greet people in French properly. I took like the little French class that we were able to get at the university for being really good at a language in high school, and I could not greet people. I could not
Yeah.
introduce myself.
I'm so glad
No.
that I was given the choice of what language to take, and I just chose
I
Chinese.
had the choice of the language, and I picked French like a
Lucky.
fucking idiot.
I'm
I
great
had a
at
choice between French and
Japanese,
Spanish.
or at least I was. I haven't practiced it in a while, so I'm probably really rusty actually.
Like, I had
But-
the choice of Latin, French, Mandarin Chinese, and fucking Spanish, and I was like,
What the
I'm
hell?
gonna take French.
Fucking French.
I should have taken German.
I will.
man.
If
wanted
I
to
could
do
go back
German.
in time, I would take Mandarin Chinese.
It's a lot of
Hi.
fun. It's really
Oh.
I've
Yeah, it sounds
returned.
fun.
Hello,
God, I wish I
Ocean.
chose Chinese in high school. Yeah, real as fuck.
But yeah,
Alright.
I was really good at Japanese when I was taking the classes.
All right, we're all back then. I'm assuming.
Are we?
All good?
Yeah.
Ocean Man
I
back?
think so.
I am back.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. You guys, feel free to start. I'm just gonna mute again. Have fun.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. So, we all got some new information, right?
We certainly did.
Yes.
Because,
Some would
you have
say.
to understand though, I'm a bit of a slow reader, so.
No, you're okay. You're okay. Take your time. Take your time.
Thank you, Dave.
Now,
Yeah.
did we have any thoughts regarding the untimely demise of whoever it was, Maurice?
Oh my god.
How could you? Put some
No,
I
you
respect
activated
the
your
name
daddy issues.
of
No.
Maurice Bourbon, my daddy, okay?
I'm
This
sorry, I
man was
forgot.
the glorious leader of the Liberal Party, and you would disrespect him so?
I forgot the name. My apologies. My memory's a little foggy. I'm shaken up by the emotional stress of the situation.
Oh, sure. Why don't you just go ahead and wipe away all your stress with your money? Why don't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get a spa day after this. The fuck?
I mean, you know.
But yeah, is there any new thoughts as to that situation at the
Well, the
moment?
fact you're bringing it up, my dear, makes me think that you might have something.
No, I don't. I don't. I don't. I just I am curious because I feel like it's something that we kind of neglected to talk about, but I know we also neglected to talk about it due to the fact that we did not want to jump to conclusions.
No, actually, this sounds kind of strange, but I want to ask there, Emily. Could you tell me about your parents?
My parents?
Yes, that is what I said. Open your ears.
No, that's fine. I mean, my dad's still alive. He's a bit older, but
What does he
you know,
do?
he's he's I don't agree with what he does personally.
Oh.
He is an industrialist.
I see.
I recognize the fact that that's obviously, goes against a lot of
guess
things.
I-
But
I guess we know where you're getting all your money then, huh?
correct, I'm getting a lot of money from him, but know that I'm using it to further the goals that we believe in. I do not
And you know
personally
what?
believe in what he stands for, and I think that's
That-
fine.
That is admirable, I suppose.
It's just because my wife's family doesn't define her. We're creating a family of our own. We
Yeah.
are forging our own futures.
That is admirable. I do worry
Oh.
about what would happen to you, Emily, if your dad started pressuring you one way or another.
Oh,
Are
I
you
stand
concerned about
firm.
something like that?
I stand firm in my beliefs. If my father wishes to pressure me, I will not buckle under that pressure.
And that is very admirable.
y'all, I got a terrible redeem for this situation.
Oh no.
Oh
Don't
god.
say yeehaw,
Oh
please.
no.
No, don't do redeems while we're doing this, man.
I didn't realize I had them on still.
Do it for next stream. Next stream.
Next time.
Okay,
Come
I'm
on.
sorry, L. I'm sorry, L.
We're friends.
Fuck you, El.
We are French. I don't know. I don't know how French people.
Baguette.
We are French.
We are French.
Bonjour,
And we
Marie
speak
de
with
Moulin.
a French accent.
Escargot.
Uh,
Something like that.
croissant.
Oui, oui.
Hon, hon,
Oui,
titi,
croissant.
croissant.
We are French.
I'm so sorry to any French people.
And,
For real.
Actually, Camille, could I drag you to a room, just the two of
Oh,
us?
yeah.
All right, I'll be in private room 1.
Curious.
Okay, I'm actually kind of glad that they have exited, because
Yes.
there was something I wanted to bring to light, but I wasn't sure if I should confront the woman herself about it.
Mm-hmm.
I have received a very alarming letter.
I have received
accusing-
one too.
Yes, received one accusing
I also have received a
Camille
letter.
being at the scene of the crime when the the past leader, whose name is escaping me right now,
Maurice, I think.
Maurice, tragically
Maurice.
fell. Somebody saw her exiting the building.
I have something to go off of this. Not regarding what I received, but you see, what was it? Camille dragged me off to a private room. They wanted to discuss the fact that we should work together to find this mole. Now,
Mhm.
I'm hesitant in this, but
Mm.
because if anything, it could be a throw off, as if I work with her, right, then obviously I wouldn't suspect her. I'm assuming is the thought
Yes.
process if she was the mole.
And I worry, since her vote has been made so powerful, she's gained too much of a political stance within this party without even being up for the leader position.
Mhm.
But
I
maybe
must
it's
say
just my
that I
paranoia
also
speaking.
got information that a woman has been seen running from our dear Maurice's
Mm.
front door
Well,
during his death.
Was
yes,
it?
no, the information that I received confirmed that this one
It is
individual
very
believed
Camille.
it was Camille that they saw. Do you think we should bring this to light?
I think we can hold on to it for a little bit.
I think we should reveal it today.
Oh no,
but-
for sure. I think just later in conversation.
Oh, yes, I do agree with that. I just wanted to make it clear in case any type of tragic,
Event. Were to-
any type of tragedy were to befall us, because
Yes.
you know we've had a lot of unexpected tragedies recently,
No,
and it's better safe than sorry.
yes.
Of course, of course.
Now, Andre, could I drag you aside a little bit?
Oh, anytime, dear, anytime.
All right. We'll go to room 2.
Okay.
Yeah?
I was holding back the whole time.
Yeah?
I'm crying.
Yeah? What do you think?
Oh, so that. oh wow. Andre is from a different town. Wonder what that's about. Oh wait. He's from that town? Wow, no way. Kinda crazy.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
I was laughing really hard when you were interrogating Andre. Oh,
Oh
Well,
shit,
I'm
hi,
again.
welcome back.
Hi, I would actually, if it's okay, my good friend Tommy, would you mind speaking to me privately?
Of course.
All right, I'll meet you in private room 1.
Of course, lead the way.
hello.
Hello.
How are you? What are your thoughts so far?
Like out of character.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm kind of thinking, Thomas might be the fascist,
Mm-hmm.
the mole.
Mm-hmm. So how are you doing today?
uh, well, I wasn't looking forward to what I was planning on streaming, so I'm actually really excited to be here.
Oh, that's good. And thank you so much again just for filling in super last minute.
Oh, no problem.
Like,
Um,
like, oh my god, I was like starting to like have like I was like, oh no. Oh no.
and this works out even better because my wrists have started acting up.
Oh.
So I wouldn't be able to play my game anyway.
Yeah, I hope they get better soon.
I mean, they'll start getting better next month.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I understand the pain.
Yeah. I have carpal tunnel in both of them, so both of them are in braces right now. I call my braces my paws. I'm putting on my paws.
Oh, that's really cute though.
Because I don't know why, but they kind of remind me of cat paws.
Oh, that's really cute. Yeah, I used to have like wrist and hand braces before I officially got like splints for my hands.
Yeah.
They were kind of big, and I was just like, damn.
But yeah, I've been seeing a doctor, and we're getting it taken care of next month, so that'll be
Good.
exciting. Yeah. I'm actually okay. So I'm a little silly excited.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to get into my loft bed for a while after next month, because of it.
Uh-huh.
But I decided to get like a Japanese style futon,
Ooh.
and it's coming in on Wednesday.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it's not like it doesn't have a like Japanese style pattern or anything, or and it's like something from just a online store
Yeah.
that was cheap. But it'll be nice, and hopefully it'll work out really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. My shoulders are like, I'm shrimping in my chair too much.
Yeah.
Shrimp check.
Oh my goodness. Good posture is like a hard habit to get into.
I know, it's so hard to remember because I just want to be comfortable when I'm sitting, but then I start like slouching even more.
Yeah, for the most part, if I'm doing art, I have good posture. If I'm doing gaming or something, I have bad posture.
Oh yeah. With my my current setup, though, when I do something that's like with my tablet, like art, because my screen is kind of far, I start leaning in to get closer and see more details.
Yeah, that's understandable. I learned that the reason art has like leans, art gets angled is because of bad posture.
Oh.
And yeah, I learned that during art school. My favorite professor was like, that's your problem. If you sit up straight, you won't have that problem anymore.
Oh.
And so I actively started training myself to have good posture when I draw.
Yeah.
But I don't have that
that willpower
incentive to do it with gaming and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's not like having good posture will help with video games.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if you lock the fuck in. Oh my god, what are they talking about in there?
I know, right?
Like they've been there for a long time.
I know, right?
Like, damn, I kind of want to go peek, but also,
yeah,
I'm just gonna not have context. Any characters you're like curious about and want to question more?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be pulling Andre away as
yeah.
soon as he comes back.
In like 5 years.
Yeah. The married pair getting steamy.
Something's going on there. Like, guys, this is a murder mystery roleplay game. Like come on. I know everything, so I'm just laughing in like the background the whole time. My cheeks hurt from laughing so much.
Oh, I bet.
It's so fun.
I bet it's a lot of fun, except for like when everybody's in a private room.
I mean, it's fun because I can. If someone's like left over, like right now, I just talk to you.
Yeah.
We just chit chat a bit, and you're having like a schizophrenic moment where you're talking to a spirit in the wall.
Yep. I'm like one of those cats.
Yeah, exactly.
Very intently staring at and meowing at one spot in the wall.
Yeah. If anyone passes by, they're like, what are they doing?"
And I'm just over here like,
Oh, my cheeks hurt. I think I'm gonna have like a sore jaw tomorrow too.
Oh no. I mean, there are worse things in life than having a sore jaw from laughing too hard.
Yeah, there are. Oh, this is great. I love this. I can't wait for the next one.
Right?
But yeah, I'm just gonna like probably in like 4 or 6 weeks is gonna be the next one. Depends on like how I'm feeling. Oh, they're back. Never mind. I'll talk about that
Okay.
another time.
Okay.
Have fun.
Wow.
Hello.
We are back, and I've
Hello.
got one more person I want to speak with.
Well, too bad they are locked in a room.
Maybe I'd wait. I mean, oh no, the channels are full. There are 2 people. I was gonna say I'll just fucking leap in there.
You want me to change it?
Eavesdrop.
I can make it so that you can have another person in there.
Oh my god.
Have a threesome.
Oh no, they're back.
They're
They're
here.
back.
Oh, they're back. They're back.
What's up?
Well, no threesome today.
Huh?
Oh, shit.
What?
Dang it. How unfortunate.
Anyways, hello, Robespierre. So welcome on back.
Thank you, thank you.
Actually, Emily, could I speak with you in private?
Oh my
Sure.
goodness.
Look, I'm learning
Andre-
information.
No, that's fine. You can speak with me in private.
All right, let's go ahead and go to private room 1.
Andre,
Greetings.
I'd like to ask you a little bit about some of the party stuff, just in private, real quick.
Oh my goodness, I'm so popular today.
Yeah, you sure are.
Okay, yes,
We're in
Well,
private room too.
let's go to private room 2.
Back
I'm
at again with
crying.
schizophrenia.
Yay!
What did you guys talk about?
Brother, I was getting interrogated. Holy
Oh,
shit! They were
damn.
like, so, what are your parents like? Tell me about your parents. My parent was a doctor. Okay, but do you have anything more? No, I don't. Okay, why, why did you cheat? It just happened.
It just
I'm like, I don't have the information you want me to give. Okay, but why do you not support Andre anymore? I can't just be like, oh, well, I think you're more easily manipulatable.
Oh my god.
I was BSing so hard. So hard!
I mean, hey, if that's not like the aim of the game.
It's truly
God.
beautiful.
My cheeks hurt from laughing so hard. I was talking to this like to Kame about this. Oh, they hurt.
Bro, my cheeks hurt.
This is so fun.
So fun.
But yeah, I was saying because like we have some downtime when everyone else is in private rooms. I was saying I'm thinking the next one's gonna be either in 4 weeks or 6 weeks or maybe even 8 weeks, just like depending on how I feel. And
Ooh.
like depending on what murder mystery I feel like playing.
Oh,
But yeah,
hell yeah.
I usually do them like on like certain weeks because every other week I have to deep clean my cat's litter boxes and that literally takes me out for the whole day.
Fair.
So that's why it's it's gonna be 4 or 6 or 8 weeks.
I mean, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
I might
I'm
try
having
and
so
do it
fun.
either earlier in the day or later in the day so that some other people can try and join, but we'll see. We'll see.
I see.
Yeah, because I would like to like let some other people also who like want to join, give them an opportunity.
Hell yeah.
Because I hosted, so for context, I hosted one offline last month. Is around like the 20th or something, I don't remember. It was at the same time that we started here. So the 2 that I've done so far have started at like 2 p.m. EST. So I might try and do like maybe like a 7 p.m. EST or like 11 a.m. But I don't know, we'll see.
Never trust me up anymore.
No, real as fuck. Real as fuck.
Those who know
Those who know.
never forget.
Rest in peace, me. Like, damn.
No, the last game was
The
beautiful.
last game was so funny.
It was so funny. Like, low-key sad it didn't happen live, because, like, some of the moments were like,
I
damn.
know. I'm like kind of like sad that I didn't like stream it because fucking Juanya literally started the game just by saying, "Yeah, so I'm cheating on my husband."
And I was the husband.
I'm gonna be honest. I was like looking at another character who who I was like, I kind of want this to be Juanya, but I think Juanya might do something similar. In like,
Oh yeah, by the way, I did this thing. Like,
yeah,
what?
like she's just gonna like say it flat out, like, yeah, I did this thing. Like, oh.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
And then I kind of wanted to make you Emily or Andre, but then I was like, Like, there are details I'm not gonna say, because obviously you don't know them yet, but
Of course.
Yeah, this is so fun. I love knowing everything. I'm a knower.
You're the knower.
I am the knower.
Bro, it's so funny whenever everyone else leaves.
I know.
Like, how many times have we hung out
This is like
already?
the 3rd time that it's just you and me. 3 times.
Hell
The
yeah.
only other person who's been in here alone with me is Kame. So, I like to think of it as the old people are having like dementia or something. Like
Bro, it's so funny whenever people are asking me details when they think that it's important when it's literally
Oh!
oh hi.
Alright,
Hello.
I will mute again. Goodbye.
Hello.
Hello.
So, how did the chat go?
It went rather well.
Yeah.
Wonderful. It's good to see people getting along.
Yes, it's important, I think, to discuss the issues of our party with our two candidates without the other having the opportunity to shout over each other. If that makes sense.
Yes, of course, of course.
I understand my vote's important and I want to make the best one possible.
Of course, as you should.
Yeah.
And we have known each other for so long, so I trust that you can make the right decision.
So,
Can y'all fucking talk or something?
yeah.
Nuh-uh.
No,
Man,
I've
I'm fine
become
with
mute.
shit.
Nuh-uh. What? You don't like people just enjoying their company?
I don't enjoy this. I want to hear drama. Why do you think I want this? I want entertainment.
What? You're telling me this isn't
Entertainment is here.
Okay, bye.
There it is, entertainment.
Huh?
Oh,
Don't worry about it.
don't worry about it.
Oh.
We were having a shared hallucination.
Yeah.
Understood.
Welcome back, you two.
Yes, hello.
Shared hallucination is really impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens when you know people for a long time.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, what have you all been up to and discussing?
Just
Enjoying.
more questions about Andre's political beliefs. I'm working on trying to make the best choice.
Understandable.
Now, I believe I've done all the questioning that I need to. I think I've come to all the conclusions that I need to.
Well, I wanted to ask if there's anything else that anybody else would like to bring up, because, I mean, there may be a few things on my mind, but I'm not sure if now is the right time to bring it up. So I wanted to check if there's anything that anybody would like to share.
Now, I think there is something I would like to bring up, and it's
No?
Thomas.
Yes.
I don't want to be too accusatory here, but I do know, like, it feels as though you're hiding something. Like, you seem very hesitant to bring things up. I feel like you have such vastly differences and changes in opinions. Do you want to elaborate on that?
Well, what can I say?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
He'd be like that sometimes.
Thomas, you're usually so much more eloquent.
Thomas is struggling.
It's okay, Thomas. We're listening.
We're here for you.
We know things have been difficult since the scandal.
Thank you,
Take your
thank
time,
you.
Take your time.
I think Thomas might maybe having a stroke.
Thomas,
No.
Thomas is elderly, so he might have like it might be past his midnight on his life clock, so to speak.
Like they said
Oh my
take your
God.
time. However,
That got really dark.
Oh my god!
That
Okay,
sounds like
bye.
a threat to me.
Marie!
I just,
'Twas merely a jest.
Thomas, like, do you have anything to say about it, or?
Thomas is reading. Give Thomas a moment.
No, understandable. Now, are there any other things that would like to be brought up at this time? While Thomas is,
Well,
racking his brain.
I think I'm going to wait for Thomas before I say anything. I don't say anything prematurely, as I don't come off as accusatory.
That's fair.
No, there hasn't been. I am not particularly hiding anything, just some real life, personal life struggles that I'm going through. But, I can't put it out there for the young ones to worry about. They have their own things going on.
Right, but I mean,
Well,
we
be
aren't the
careful,
young ones
Thomas.
here.
We only want to help.
Yeah.
Of course, and I appreciate the help, and I am also here if any of you guys need help with anything. Because I do
Right,
care about
so-
the party members.
Like, is there any reason why specifically that you seem so hesitant?
No,
When... Okay.
Yeah, I know you say people change. Every time we talk about, I'll ask why your views on like policies have changed. You just say, well, people change. But
well, people do change.
yes, but people don't change that drastically so suddenly.
Well, I wouldn't call it sudden, but I got
It's almost like too
inspired
much.
by passion.
Too much change in too short amount of time is dangerous. And wink.
Okay.
A wink.
No,
Vote for me.
it's not that. It's more, I think, a combination of things. The change.
Yeah,
But
You were
also,
inspired by passion.
I was inspired by the passion that Marie holds.
but Marie, pardon my bluntness, seems very spineless. I don't.
How could you?
I said pardon my bluntness for a reason.
And after we were having such a nice chat together too.
Look, I don't know how to phrase it in another way, but I don't know what passion you're seeing.
It's called logic and sensibility, rather than being radical and led solely by emotions.
Well, sometimes the people want emotion.
Do emotions run countries?
Yeah.
No, but if you
Depending on
don't
who you
bring
ask.
emotion into your leadership, then they're not going to be voting for a person, they're going to be voting for a robot.
Leaders have responsibilities and need to be able to logically and efficiently work through those responsibilities.
But without passion for your beliefs.
I didn't say I'm not passionate, but I am reasonable and I moderate myself. I temper myself.
I see. Understandable.
Hmm.
That said, I've said everything I need to. Andre, you said you had something to say a bit ago, right? For whenever Thomas got back?
Oh, Yes, no, it was just it's unrelated. It's something that has been playing on my mind a little bit, and now I am not accusing anybody here of anything. However, I did receive in that letter I got a certain, let's say, a tidbit of information. Now it has come to my attention that somebody saw a woman around the scene of where our leader was discovered while his body was still laying there. I know it wasn't my wife, because me and my wife, we spent almost all the time together. Now, I was just wondering if anybody else had anything to do with it. If there was anything that, would be able to be brought to light. Maybe it's just one big misunderstanding, but I wanted to clear things up so there aren't any confusions down the line later. I hope you can understand.
Where did you get this information from?
I was sent a letter from somebody who claimed to be an admirer of sorts, somebody who was a big fan of my political work. So, Camille, would you happen to have to know anything about this?
The last time I saw Maurice, I left him and he was fine. He was drinking, but he was fine, so...
On the night that he died?
Hmm?
Because it's rather
Earlier that
peculiar.
night.
In this letter that I got, it said that they ran up to his body after he had fallen.
That wouldn't have been me then.
Yeah,
Are you
after
sure?
he had fallen?
Yes. Would you like for me to read out the letter I received?
Well, why would that point us in the direction of the mole? Because they're not the person who pushed him then.
What do you mean?
Do you think they traveled down all 5 stories of the building to go check the body after they had murdered the man?
They would
That's
have had to
simply
flee somehow. They wouldn't have stayed in the building.
But they wouldn't have gone to the person's body who they just murdered either, would they have?
That
What
is
if they-
true.
What if they went to act innocent? You know, like oh my god, look at this dead guy. Wasn't me though.
I don't think that this is strong evidence.
I'm not saying it is strong evidence. I'm just saying I believe it should be brought to light. Now, either Marie or Camille, one of you is likely to have been there and seen the man dead. I'm not saying you pushed him. I'm just saying you may have information to share that we may not. And I'd rather that you come forward about it.
My information regarding the mole. I have one piece of information. And that is the fact. In fact, I'd like to ask Andre and Thomas, what was it that you found out that you two share in common? Do you remember?
That we both have a doctor for a parent.
Yeah.
That's right. And I have learned that the mole's father was a doctor.
Oh, is that
Oh.
so?
That is so.
Well, I don't know about Thomas, but my parents have long passed. And if the letter you received was in present tense, then there is no way that they could have been referring to me. As I said,
Well,
my
it
parents
does.
had passed before I
It
even
does.
came into the city.
It does say past tense.
It does? Okay. I just wanted to make it clear, just in case I could clear my name.
How mysterious.
Now, I feel like
Mary, can I take you to a private room real quick?
I suppose.
Okay, private room 1 real quick. I have something to chat about.
Of course.
Of course.
and then there were 3.
Now that letter does worry me, because what is the extent of one's parents being a doctor? Does that mean that they could be possibly putting suspicion upon my wife, since that is technically her father-in-law?
I feel like it would be more suspicion on either you or Thomas.
Well, that's the thing. But I mean, I know
And-
that I'm not the mole.
I know.
I mean, if I was the mole, then why? Okay, I think I believe when I went to the private room with Murray, one of the things we talked about was the mole in our midst, and I
Yes.
brought up the fact that I believed it was Thomas, and my
I did
reason
the
for
very
believing
same.
this is because this is before we even found out this information. My reason for believing it was Thomas was because he has taken such a drastic change recently. And yes, he keeps saying, "Oh, people change," but my belief is that I think he flew metaphorically too close to the sun, and he has had to take a bit of a back-leaning stance as to not to raise suspicion.
No, I can
No.
agree.
He
I
did
may
say
be
that he
wrong.
was going through some things. He has been my mentor for some time. Perhaps when he comes back, I can take him aside and try and prod for information under the guise
Wait.
of showing concern.
Which
That may be useful.
would work out, since I do. It's not related to the mole, but I do have to speak with Andre and Marie separately.
Mhm.
But until then, I suppose.
Well, okay, and Camille, you are certain that you are not the person that ran up to the body.
The last time I saw Maurice, he was alive.
And he was not laying on the pavement.
No.
And this you are certain of.
Yes.
Okay.
I suppose. Got anything else?
Not right now. I think I've brought up everything that I want to in this group. I think
Yeah,
anything else
and I
that I
agree.
want to bring up, I'll wait for the others to come back.
Agreed.
So,
How about those baguettes?
yeah, the spaghettis, am I right?
Eiffel
I mean-
Tower.
Something like that. Those like, what is it? Gondola?
Is that French?
Is that French?
I thought that was Italian or Spanish.
Oh, is it?
A gondola? I thought it was.
Yeah.
I think gondola sounds Spanish to me.
Oh,
Yeah, it sounds Spanish, but I know Italians have like the waterways with the boats.
Oh wait,
Uh,
no, yeah, you're right. The gondolas are the boats, aren't they?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's Italian. I think it's Italian.
Oh.
Oh.
Oops.
Hello?
We've
Hello.
returned. Could I speak with one Andre Robespierre?
Well, I actually wanted to speak with both Andre and you.
And anything that you
Thomas.
can say to me, you can say to my wife.
Thomas, let's give them some privacy. Let's go to private room 1.
Sure.
So you two will get. Okay, well, you have fun in the private room. I guess we'll be in the main
Okay.
room.
Now, I brought it up with both of you already. The whole, this is unrelated to the moles, right? But I feel like it needs to be cleared up, because it could lead some information possibly. Now, I brought up the cheating, right, with you, Andre, and you said
Yes.
there was cheating.
Yes,
We
I don't
already
know if
established
Maria's
this.
been told about this, but
No,
there was
Maria
a
has been
letter
told.
sent. Yes, there was a letter that was sent.
But I asked Marie, and
I
Marie,
have no idea what you're talking about. I would never do that. That would
Marie-
be
and this is confusing to me because I don't know what you would stand to gain to lie that you are cheating, and I don't know why Marie would say they aren't if you said you are.
Is it about what I have to lose? Are you trying to get me to lose the election? Is that
No,
it?
because at the same, but if that were to happen, then Andre would lose the same amount. It's
Okay,
both of you.
but maybe Andre, is this a scorched earth situation? I don't
This
understand.
is not. I don't know why it's. I don't know if you could see. She is saying that my wife is saying she is going to keep this private between us. Would you rather we would you rather keep this all a secret and risk the public finding out in a dreadful manner, or would you rather that we sort this out in between ourselves and decide that you figure out what is best for us?
I don't want any rumors about me and my private life to be shared with anyone at all.
No, of course not.
That said, that's not why I wanted to speak with you here. And we can iron this out, but my top priority is the mole, and I've only continued to learn more information about them.
Yes, that is what the information you learnt about one of their parents being a doctor. That does concern me, because yes, my father was a doctor. But whatever, I don't understand.
Oh, well, hello, you two. Would you mind if we had some more privacy, actually?
Okay, we'll go to private room 3, and one of you guys can pop in to let us know when you're done.
Well,
Yeah,
the
okay.
three of us are chatting all together.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just
No,
hop
I don't know
into
what
the
significance
private
it
room.
has. Like, why would that be the information they reveal? Why would they not just tell you who the mole is? Why would they reveal petty information like this if not to sow seeds of doubt within our minds?
It is possible, because I spoke to Thomas, and the information that
Mhm.
he had regarding the mole and the information I had regarding the mole both came from the exact same source.
Well,
Is
isn't
that
everything
so?
labeled a friend?
No. For us, it was
Mm.
labeled, I have the honor to remain your most humble and obedient servant, and then the letter C.
Letter C? As in possibly
Camille.
a one
Camille.
Camille? Well, I don't know if you remember, before all this came out, I don't know if you remember what I told you, Marie, about the person that I saw. Oh, not I saw, sorry. The person that was seen and the letters I got. I don't know if that was information I shared with you or my wife. My memory's a bit hazy.
You told me a little bit about it.
Yes, so you know how I mentioned about how a woman was seen? It wasn't
I
just a
do.
woman. It was Camille. Camille was seen hovering over the dead body of Maurice. Which is why I am so conflicted about this whole situation. It seems that maybe Camille is trying to plant seeds of doubt within our minds. And while I'm not denying the fact that some of the information she could be sharing is true, it's maybe the fact that the mole has a doctor for a parent. The mole is not myself, though. So if you're looking in my direction, you should be thinking twice, because I am not the mole. I'm loyal to this party of ours, and I hope that my continued support and my continued passion can be seen by all. But I didn't want to bring it up in front of Camille, because she seems like a very powerful woman, more powerful than she lets on. I hope you can understand.
There's just so much chaos and so many people to suspect. But I believe that the letters that Thomas and I both received were misdirections.
I see.
And the other bit of information that I got was from Camille herself, which said that the mole was a man. But that's coming from Camille, so obviously that could just be a lie.
Well, it seems like Camilla's doing an awful lot of work behind the scenes for somebody who... If they know who the mole is, then why wouldn't that be something they share with the group?
Well, they just learned that it was a man, apparently.
But how?
I didn't ask the source. That's a good point. I should have been asking sources from everyone.
Well, naturally.
I've been doing that now.
You know what my source is. We discussed the source.
Yes. You both got letters from a friend.
Yes. And both of my letters were from a friend. And I am more likely to believe it because, well, you said yours is marked with a signature. My letter that accuses Miss Bonaparte of literally inspecting a dead body before running off was signed by a friend.
It's truly an interesting conundrum.
Yes, and I don't know why she is denying it. If she has nothing to hide, then why is she denying it? I don't know if I should bring her up and accuse her to her face that it was her name that was mentioned in the note. I've just been saying that it was a woman that was seen, but in the letter that I received, it was said outright to be her.
Mm-hmm.
Then, I think we might have our mole.
You think Camille?
That's where
You think all of this is just one elongated misdirection of hers?
That very well could be the possibility, yeah.
I don't know. I still suspect Thomas. Like, it's signed C, but how do we know it's not, you know?
See, the thing that convinced me that it wasn't Thomas is whenever I asked the source of their letter regarding information on the mole, and it was the exact same as mine. I know I'm not the mole, obviously. I asked for what it said the source of their letter was, and they let me know, and it was the exact same as mine before I mentioned it.
I see.
Which shows me that Thomas and I are both truly trying to find the mole. That, or we're both being fed misinformation from the same source.
I see. And I like I said, I mentioned before even these letters came out, Marie, I mentioned to you how I had this information about Camille. And I hope that you can see that my heart is in the right place. I just didn't want to bring it up to her face, as I didn't know what would happen if I did so. Do you think I should bring it up, though?
I mean, it's what we're bringing up is an accusation for Camille, correct?
Right.
And
If
my source
needed.
that is labeled a friend and not C, not any person in particular, it is just a source that I do trust, saw Camille.
Yes.
hovering over the
I
body.
can bring it up if needed to save the reputation for both of you, since I do not have a hand in the race.
I can bring it up to Camille.
I would rather we do it in public, though, rather than in a one-on-one situation.
For sure.
Because I need to know why, whenever I gave her the chance to admit when I brought it up to everyone publicly. I gave her the chance to come forward and clear her name if it was just an innocent misunderstanding. But she denied because she thought there was that plausible deniability, not knowing that it had her name listed in the letter. I
do we think
she was willing to deny because she didn't know. But obviously, I like I shared with you, Marie. I've known that it was her from the start. I just wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt.
Do we think we should reconvene with the others?
I think so.
Alright, I'll go ahead and get them.
Dude.
So,
Dude.
Bruh.
like, what's up, dude?
Saw it.
Hey, how's it hanging, mate?
Yeah.
Are we,
Is there any
going-
information that would like to be brought to light right now?
Actually, I've got a question for one Camille, real quick.
Yes.
The information regarding the mole that you provided me, could I ask what the source was on that?
The source is only labeled C. But
Oh.
yeah, but I have contacted them to check their contacts in the underground to see if they could find information.
Do you know anything about this sea?
No. out of character, no. I'm sure Camille does.
Huh.
This is
Huh.
rather confusing.
Oh. Oh.
Huh.
It sounds like your gears are turning.
Would you guys like to
Marie.
keep talking, or do you think it's time to vote?
Oh, you be quiet. You know how much of a wrench that threw into everything.
Okay, have fun.
Ah.
Do you have something you'd like to add, Marie? Share with the class?
Surely it's not. Surely. It's. I've got an idea, but I don't know how plausible it really is.
I know who I think it is.
Could you
I know
guys
who
speak
I
in
think it
private
is.
and we could talk about it, Emily?
Yeah. I'm fine with talking about it.
All right, I'll meet you in private room 1.
Oh,
And they're gone.
so hugging.
So, Andre,
Yes.
what were you guys talking about? If there's anything you're willing or able to share?
I think anything that we were talking about sharing
Mhm.
would be something that I'd rather everyone be here for.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Because there
I
is nothing
see.
that I want to share. There is nothing I want to share in private.
Okay.
And I think that if we're going to start sharing things, I want to be an open book. Like I have nothing to hide.
Okay.
So I want to make sure that anything that I talk about is shared with everybody so that unnecessary secrets aren't being kept.
That's valid.
So how's everyone's day?
Pretty good.
We're great at entertaining, aren't we?
So entertaining.
I'm too in character now. I've lost the ability to talk like a human being.
Imagine being a human being. Couldn't
Imagine.
be me.
Damn, that's crazy. You're human?
Gonna rebrand to Tom now.
Wow, Tom. I love your model.
Oh, thank you. I'm quite a handsome fella, huh?
Alright. Shrimp check.
Oh, yeah.
I started shrimping
I'm no
again.
longer shrimping. You caught me.
It's okay, I caught myself. Take a drink if you need it. Oh, they're back. Okay, I will
Oh,
go
that's
mute.
a good idea.
All right. I've done everything I need to. I've made up my mind.
Is there anyone
Oi.
else?
Was there anything? I think there was talk of something being shared. That's
I just think it's very peculiar that Thomas, Camille, and I all received letters from the exact same source.
I think that is rather peculiar as well.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's like they want to divide us, I believe, into those who received it from a friend and those who received it from C.
I
It does seem rather peculiar. That's
I have
not
to
right.
step away for a second. My cat just broke into my room.
oh,
Kata!
The hell is the cat doing in the main room? Who let them in here?
who let the cat
You're
in?
stuck in here now, mister.
Whoa, that's like it.
Can't have that
Whoa.
door open when I
Whoa!
Whoa!
That's intimidating.
Oh my god!
That's something a killer would say.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh,
Are we?
Was there anything that was people wanted to share?
I don't think I can. I don't think I have anything.
I've said everything I think I need to. Nah, I just hope that people draw the same conclusions that I have.
Alright, then I'm going to put your the thing that you use for declaration card
Mhm.
into announcements. And you will fill it
I-
out in your individual channel.
Okay. Wait, actually,
Hey.
before we do, I actually do have something I want to share, possibly,
Okay.
if that's okay.
Yep, go ahead.
Now, I did want to give the benefit of the doubt. However, in the information I gave, in the information I was given, I was not entirely truthful with what I told the rest of you. The information I was given about how a witness saw somebody approaching the dead body of Maurice. It wasn't just a woman. They positively identified that woman as a one Miss Camille. And now I didn't want to bring it up in case there was some kind of misunderstanding, and in case, Camille, you wanted to settle it privately. If that was something you wanted to drag me aside to explain, I understood. I would have understood if that was the case. But the fact that you haven't has made me worried and concerned about why that may be.
I'm just confused because, again, I was not around a body. So who is this person who's identified me?
I have no idea. Like I said, this is just the letter I have received from, quote, a friend.
Well, I honestly don't know why they think that was me, because I was nowhere near a body. Yes, I visited him, but when I left, he was still alive.
That's rather perplexing. Do you think, Marie, we could talk one last time?
Yes, we can speak one last time.
I'd appreciate that.
Oh wow.
All right, let me see what we got here for declaration. Let's go fill this out.
That was I fucking hate you.
You having fun with it? Alright, I need to put everyone's, like, get, like, a notepad open so I can put everyone's declaration whenever I get them. And then I can
I'm just
tally up.
waiting till I see everything.
I need to wash my hands. My hands are sweaty. It's hot in here.
Okay, before you do that, can I ask you a question about
Yes.
the declaration card? Is this just like one round, and if I don't have a vote for the leader, it goes on, or do I need to get the vote?
No,
for
this
the
is
leader
the end
right
of the
now?
game.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah. Okay, I'm
Question
gonna go...
2.
Wait, what? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so it says your decisive action, and it says max 1 of murder, guard, and investigate only.
Yep.
So we can do 1 of each?
No,
Okay, just 1. Okay,
One,
gotcha.
just
gotcha.
one. Yeah. Okay.
One.
Any other questions?
Nope.
Okay.
Everyone kill.
Okay, I'm gonna go wash my hands.
We wipe each other out.
So who you guys voting for?
I'm not telling you.
I've been
You
saying.
can't
man.
cheat.
I've been saying.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Huggies.
Oh my
Okay.
god. I'm back.
Oh my god, hi Oomph.
Oh my god, how you?
Hi Oomph. I don't
Hi,
think,
Yuffie!
I don't
Oh
think
my
we've
God,
like done this bit on stream.
I don't think so.
Basically, whenever we say hi to each other, we're just like, oh my god, hi Oomph.
No, it's funny. Cause like, when cause I went to like a tournament this past weekend when I was driving my like close friend to the tournament, whatever. We would just constantly refer to each other as oomphs, even though we've known each other since middle school.
Yeah. I did that to my friend. I went to see her in March, and I was like, I'm at Oomph's house.
Like, what do you mean oomph? I've known you for like a lot of your life.
I just think it's really funny to just refer to someone as like oomph. This is oomph.
Yeah, dude, that's
Oh
oomph.
yeah.
What does oomph mean? Sorry, I'm
Uh,
a hag.
It
One
was
of my
one of
followers.
my followers,
Oh.
but a lot of people just use it for friends now.
Yeah, so like
Oh,
now like oomphy and mutual are like interchangeable.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like people used to say moot and like mutes, like oh my god, if we're moots. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, that's
okay.
that's my age.
Yeah, and that's basically the new version of that. It's oomph.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I was also
It's a
really
lot more fun to
confused when it
say.
first happened. It's a fun
It is
word.
very fun to say. Oomphy.
Oomph. Oh my
Oomphy.
god, oomph. That's oomph.
That's oomph. That's literally oomphy.
That's oomph.
It was kind of hard to type out my stuff because I have 2 braces on
Oh,
right
I'm
now.
sorry.
Oh my god, are you okay?
Yeah, I have carpal tunnel in both hands. So,
Oh, fuck, that sucks. I'm sorry. to hear that.
anytime they start acting up, I put my braces on.
I felt that. I literally, I have like these finger splints for like all of my fingers, like index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, and then I have these custom like splints for like my thumb and my like wrist joint at the same time. I wear them every fucking day, and then when I go to bed, I take them off, and like I like go on my phone a bit. My hands start immediately hurting.
Oof.
No.
Oh, they're back.
Hello.
Hi.
We
Hi.
are in fact back. Hi.
Oh my god. Hi, back.
Did we all do our declarations?
I think
I
I'm
have
missing
though.
a few.
I just sent mine in.
Yes, I see.
I'm about to send mine in.
Okay.
Locked in. It would be so funny if one of us just killed someone.
Probably. By the way, 07 guys. I'll see you on the other side.
Oh, goodbye, Marie.
Okay, let's see this. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Ah. Okay. Da. Da, 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 da.
So true.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Top shit.
here's what happened. You ready?
Yeah.
No.
Nobody died.
Woo.
Oh my god.
Everybody is
Nobody
alive.
died. Wow.
Everybody is alive, and your new leader, by 1 vote, is Andre.
Let's go!
Why, thank you.
Here,
thank
let
you.
me read the
That's my husband.
declarations.
That's my fucking husband.
I will read the declarations.
It's my baby.
Camille's decoration is Thomas is the mole. And then Emily's declaration is Marie Desmoulins is the liar, thumbs up emoji, and in parentheses, make sure to include the thumbs up, it's important. And Andre's declaration is Camille was seen at the scene of the crime. But yeah,
I didn't declare shit.
yeah, that's just about it. So
Oh, I forgot about the
Thank you for including the thumbs up.
yeah, no problem.
Thumbs up.
So
Okay.
yeah,
I forgot. No.
We need a vote. We need to do like the final mole vote, right?
if you want, go ahead. It's not part of like the actual thing, I think, but you go ahead. Why not?
Well, because the mole's the killer, and we have to decide who the killer is.
I mean, go ahead.
Do I, as leader, have any additional powers.
No.
Oh, shut
No.
the fuck up.
No. You
No,
do
not
not.
My vote is on.
Can I make a
Thomas.
declaration that my wife is hot?
Yeah?
the
God.
one you fucking cheated on?
Oh my
Hey,
god!
hey,
The one that
hey!
you've been going behind the back of?
We
Oh
sorted
my
it
God.
out. I
Mother-
understood, and we have moved past this as a couple.
Yes, that's none of your business, Marie.
All right, everybody,
Okay,
send who you
No,
think the mole is in
I-
your individual channels.
Whatever. The
because
wife
I-
that you just love so much, don't you?
Yes, I do love her so much. There is a difference between love and
Do you love her or love her money?
I love her.
I love you
If
too,
you loved her, you
Andre.
would have been loyal to her.
I understand when
You don't
actions need to be
understand our
done.
relationship, and that's okay. You've never been in a loving relationship before. You are not one to judge.
You know,
Yeah, I mean, your fucking father
yeah,
figure died. Like, come
yeah,
on.
Oh yeah, because you and I, what we had definitely wasn't a loving relationship.
Okay,
All those
okay.
times that you said that,
Vote.
It was not.
Mole. Individual channel.
It was
now.
not love what we had.
whoa!
It was something. It was something we had, sure, but it wasn't love.
Oh wow, that's what this is. Oh yeah, because
Whoa.
you wouldn't say how you were addicted to this. How this fueled your passion. Nope, none of that. So that was all lies. That was all lies. You wouldn't call me a liar? No, you, Andre, you are the liar.
Oh my
Well, no,
God.
I called you a liar.
At least I'm going to make a change to this country like you never could.
Yeah, you got elected to the party leader and we're gonna fucking lose. Nothing's gonna fucking change now. Nothing's gonna
I'm
get
sorry.
done. Nothing's gonna happen. We're going
I'm
to
sorry, at
lose
least
the
I have the
general
passion.
election.
At least I have the passion and drive to make a difference that you never could.
You've all made a
Anyway.
mistake.
Okay, you guys gonna vote?
This mole.
My vote is on Thomas.
Oh, you guys are just gonna say it? Okay.
Whoa! Oh.
Yeah, I'm just
Oh,
putting it
I
out
thought
there.
we were going to message it.
Yeah,
Oh no,
Okay.
I'm completely
Oh.
fine with just putting this out there. You guys can keep it
I
secret.
mean,
I'm
if you
just
guys
putting it
want
out
to say
there.
it, go ahead.
Okay.
I mean, this isn't an official vote or anything. This is just
Yeah, this
from
is
what
just
we
like
assume.
what you guys think before we like reveal
Well, I
everything.
was going to stand with my wife. I also thought it was Thomas. I mean, sure, the business about the whole source of the letters confused me momentarily, but there is nobody else that I could see gaining anything out of this other than Thomas.
Yeah, sorry, Thomas.
Fair, yeah, fair.
Okay, well, you guys are pretty
Well,
much
what about the
unanimous.
others? What about Thomas and Marie?
Anne Marie?
No.
That's
No,
great.
I'm saying yes.
Oh,
What
your
do
vote
you think
is.
it is? I'm
putting my
asking
own
you for your
vote.
opinion.
I'm going to tell the moderator my vote.
Okay.
I know what your vote is.
Okay.
Well, Thomas.
All right, Tommy boy, what's yours?
I don't fucking know. Tommy Boy is confused.
All right, well, all of you are
Tommy
fucking
boy.
wrong. Let's just go in
Wait,
order of cast list. Tell us what your goals were. Mia.
Sorry, who's that?
Fine, Andre. My apologies.
Thank you. Should I just? I think, rather than just listing my goals, should I just say a bit about myself, about
Sure,
my
go
past
ahead.
a bit, maybe? Okay, so, you guys know me, Andre
holy shit, I
Robespierre.
was actually right and you fucking tricked me at the last moment, didn't you?
Andre Robespierre, that is me. I have spent the last 12 years within this party. You guys know me well. You know my policies. You know that I would fight to the end for this country. So yes, I was going for the leader position. I made that incredibly clear. I have been wanting to be the leader from the beginning. However, I was brought up in an ultra-nationalist family outside of Paris with my family.
It was fucking you again!
Right.
Oh my
Tricked
god.
me at the last fucking minute. You fucking I was 100%
I knew
sure
it was you!
I was fucking sure it was you. I even told your wife.
Yeah, no, Marie did in fact tell me that it was you, but I believe you till the end of the earth. You're my husband.
Why, thank you, my love. And
I
my
fucking
family that I was brought
called
up
it.
with.
I knew it was
the only
fucking
thing they
you!
The only thing they feared above all else was the rise of the hard left populist movement and how it was coming into power. I was shaped as a person from a young age to hide my true identity and beliefs for 12 years. Do you know how difficult it was for me to cower down to your pathetic level for 12 years? Bending to you, pretending that I believe in this
I should have
gibberish,
killed you.
this
I
nonsense.
should have killed you.
I thought about killing you too.
I slowly,
No,
Wait, whoa, whoa, I-
worked my way
buddy,
up.
I was so sad.
I have slowly
I was
worked my
gonna
way up to the
kill
top.
Andre. I was so close to killing Andre.
You should have done
I
it.
have slowly,
At first I was like 100% sure it was you.
Well,
I have slowly
Andre,
worked my way up to
You're
the top
all
of this.
elected a fascist. Good fucking job.
All right,
Andre,
all right.
Good
I need to
job,
wait. I need to
This is
know.
why we
Did
support Marie. Marie is my girl.
Andre? Did you guard yourself?
I did not.
Oh, so you could have been
Fuck.
killed. Because I guarded you.
uh,
So if you guarded yourself, you would not have been even able to be killed.
Well, I did not guard myself. I stuck by my word. I made a promise, and I stuck by that promise.
Yeah, like everybody else just tried to investigate someone else.
Yeah.
But no, I was planted within this group 12 years ago, with the goal of rising up within the ranks and ultimately destroying it. However, Maurice, his death was highly convenient, but I had nothing to do with it. I was on the cusp of leadership, and all I needed was that one vote to push me over. And you know what? I got it. And I just want to say, these last 12 years with you all have been an absolute pleasure. And I look
Can I kill
forward
him now?
to seeing you in the future.
I guess I'm a
kill him
fascist now.
All right, Marie, what were your goals?
My goals, I think I failed like all of them.
Well,
Be elected leader, find out what happened to Maurice Bourbon, discover whether there's a mole in the party and if so, their identity, and keep your affair with Andre a secret. I failed all 4.
Oh yes, my only 2 goals were be elected as leader of the party and then hide my secret identity and past, which I did both of. So, I thank you.
Yeah, all
I
right.
got you.
Thomas, what about you?
Hello, my name is Thomas. I cheated on my wife once or twice, or
It sounds like an
I
AA
am a
meeting.
gambling I'm a gambling addict.
Mhm.
That's why I didn't have the money to join the elections, so I tried to support Marie because I thought she was more too vulnerable and easily manipulatable.
What?
Like
Are you okay?
screaming.
I can't say that.
That sounds like RBG.
You
Holy shit.
I thought
motherfucker.
Marie was spineless. A complete fucking failure. I fucking hated that guy. Holy shit. I'm not even mad that he got killed. Let's be real here. Come on now,
I-
guys.
Type shit.
Ugh.
Type shit.
Yeah, I think you're going bankrupt.
I'm going bankrupt.
No. I'm funding Thomas.
Oh, you're gonna?
Thank you so much.
All right, Emily.
After what I'm hearing, I'm funded.
Emily, what were your goals?
Thank you.
All right.
Goal
So,
achieved.
I'm Andre's wife, very supportive, almost to a
Amen.
fault. My goals were to secure Andre's election as leader. Bingo. Discover whether
Yes,
there is a mole in
sir.
the party of, and if so, their identity. I feel like
You did,
those
like,
goals
half of
contradict
that.
each other. Like, I feel like I can't do.
Yeah, you
Both
were
of
set up
them.
for failure.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like
But
you
it's
don't.
okay.
Emily
You can
doesn't know that.
You can be a fascist with me. It's okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm just a fascist now. So, and then 3, find out what happened to Maurice. To be honest, I don't give a shit about that guy. I forgot his name.
That's my dad.
Let's
okay,
go.
but you like,
Fuck your dad.
exactly.
yeah, your dad sucks.
Yeah, bro. I think
Yeah,
Camille killed your
because
dad,
I-
and you know
I was
what?
about to say,
It was
you
so
bet-
convenient for me.
I bet you fucking killed him.
Shit, I mean, if whoever killed
Camille.
them, props to them, or else I would have done it.
Camille,
I
what were
swear
your
you
goals?
You did well.
My goals were to prevent the murder of Maurice Bourbon from being uncovered, discover whether there is a mole in the party and if so their identity, and promote the party's interests and fight fascism.
You did
You
it.
killed my dad.
You are a killer.
Okay.
So I got that part right.
Yo, shout out. Good shit.
Shout out to
Yeah, you got
Camille.
that part right.
Camille, my girl.
He was working with another party that was xenophobic and anti-Semitic, and I had a confrontation with him, and his murder was an accident. But
Good shit.
Good shit.
I
Good
got
shit.
this part right. So I was like one fucking step away because I didn't trust either of you. You were the two I didn't trust.
Yo, the thing,
Andre and Camille.
the thing
Yeah,
you
but
missed.
that's my.
That's
But,
why
like-
as soon as you said like with the seedings, you the still span in the works. As soon as you said this changes everything, I knew you were gonna vote for me. That's why I dragged you away because I knew you were gonna vote for me.
I fucking.
But yeah, the one thing you guys you just didn't manage to do was discover that the mole and the murderer were two different people.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. And I feel
No,
like if
I
I
knew
knew
that,
that,
and I'm guessing. Yeah, I knew that, and
Yeah.
Camille knew that.
yep,
I don't know. Me personally, I think I succeeded.
Yeah, you did
I
pretty
think
good,
so too.
honestly. I think Mia,
Yeah, I think so.
unfortunately, did the best again.
Wow.
Yeah.
So now you know
Literally
next time we're
one
filming
fucking
out
It's okay.
immediately.
I'm
if I
fine
knew
with
it,
my
I would have gotten it.
I'm fine with my husband being first place because I'll just be by his
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, I think the only real loser here is Marie.
I agree.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I feel like
No,
Thomas
is
also
fucking-
lost.
Yeah, I was about to say Thomas
Yeah.
definitely.
Thomas
lost.
is going
Fucking
bankrupt.
yeah.
He's.
No,
Yeah.
To be fair, to be fair,
I'm
No,
funding
no, I
Thomas.
got a sponsor.
Oh, you
I
did.
got
Okay.
a sponsor.
I forgot. My bad.
Yeah, I'm
I
funding
actually
Thomas.
do think that I did solve the murder of Maurice.
You
Because
did.
I did think
to be
that it was
fair.
Camille who murdered Maurice.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was Camille as well because I literally had a saw thing
You
and saw
knew.
her over the body. Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much
So
it.
wait, am I dying?
So, us, we should
uh,
have trusted the letters. Fuck.
But yeah,
I
that's,
got away with murder. Woo.
that is fucking.
You know what? That was a based murder, so it doesn't matter.
No,
That's what I'm
that was
saying.
Okay, actually no. After hearing out of character, after hearing more about the guy, that was a based murder.
No, literally.
But-
Yeah. He
Yeah, I-
deserved it.
I've
He
just
had it
been
covered.
giggling the whole time.
Hey,
All right, but thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank you for
Thank
inviting
you for
me.
setting it up.
Yeah, it's been fun.
I had a lot of fun. Next murder mystery is probably either going to be in 4 weeks, 6 weeks, or 8 weeks because I don't know which one is gonna work best for me. And but I'll like let you guys know when I decide a time, like I did with this
Sounds good.
one. But yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys
Yeah,
for
thank you for
coming. I'm so
setting it
happy
up.
you
It's
enjoyed
been
it.
fun.
Yeah,
It's so
they're always
fun.
they're always a lot of fun. So
I'm glad.
Yeah, no, it's so much
Yeah.
fun.
always.
But
And
yeah.
it was
Fuck
nice
you,
to
Mia.
finally meet you, Ocean.
Yes, it was a pleasure. Sorry I said all those mean things to you.
No, it's
Um,
okay. I mean, your dad kind of sucks, so like it's like deserved. You know, it like runs in the family.
No, I literally on here it says like, oh, you can't stand Emily.
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, I'm going to be fucking rude as hell to you.
I think it's so funny though that like before we got the second round of information, I called out your cheating.
Yeah, you did. I was like,
did.
ooh.
You straight up did.
I think we
I
were
love
making.
that. I love that your one of your goals was to keep your cheating from coming to light, but you literally wrote me a letter saying,
What?
"Yeah, one of my letters is from you."
What?
No. I think
One of
what's
my
also funny is
letters.
like there's you straight up couldn't hide it because like the way I approached it where I just flat out went to Andre was just like, yo, you cheating on me?
Yeah, and then Andre just fucking revealed it.
Because I
Yeah,
told Andre that I
to
trusted
be
it.
fair, to be fair, I didn't remember it for like 5. It took a bit to wear me down, but then I was like, I can tell you as long as you're not going to tell anybody else.
But I figured, if it is true, then I can at least approach Marie, because that's the other person. So I'm like, okay.
I fought against it for a long time.
Oh,
Damn, I
Alright.
was sleeping with a fascist.
oh.
Yeah, and you're
Yeah, me
going to
too.
continue doing so because you love it.
Wait, hold on. Wait, I did not say you could continue.
But I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah? You guys,
Man, if I had just
There might
done
be another
that-
murder.
yeah,
If I had just done
there might
that-
be a
that-
few murders.
There might be another case.
I had that
I'm
one
planning
piece
on
of
killing
information.
Andre, yeah.
If I had that one piece of information, I could have solved it, and I fucking hate that. I hate that. Oh!
Alright.
Skill issue?
I'm going to end stream
Well,
here. Bye bye.
Bye.